This might not be what you want to hear, and I don't really want to say it. Marketing teams would tell me it's an awful idea. So this won't be a case of making a finely polished and algorithmically optimized piece of content, because I just can't do that right now. I feel like the leaf blowing on my driveway, or the branches swaying in the gale, struggling to stay anchored, keeping a hold of their foundation, only to be continuously annihilated and influenced by their environment. The winds are picking up, both outside and internally. Now is the chance to see how sturdy those old foundations are. I find certain seasons are easier to navigate. When there's more light outside, it breeds more light inside me. But now the clocks have turned and my clothes take days to dry inside. It's that time of year where it's not quite chilly enough to warrant the heating, but without it they'll pick up that weird smell and I'll have to wash them all over again. It seems I've only risen and my body clock peaked by the time the sun sets on the outside. I almost forgot about the winter for a second. Now that the light is fading, it's more noticeable than ever that afternoons are lost to lust, comparison, and whatever else is on your list of self-destructive tendencies. It's been a while since I felt the urge to run away, and while I know that's not the answer, right now I can't help but contemplate where I could go. I'm wondering if this could be easier than it seems to be. Actually, that's a lie. I know it could. I just always want more. I disrespect this moment, arguing for its potential rather than accepting what it's presenting me. This book I'm reading tells me, you have a right to your actions, but never to your actions' fruits. And I agree, but still. I've been learning in real time that no matter how close I get to the feeling that I think I want, it's always just around the corner. It's sort of like a dream where you're betrayed by a loved one, except I've been awake the whole time. I just feel so overwhelmed. I'm giving so much, yet I'm not taking the time to receive. I keep looking for what it is that's coming my way, and that's the very thing that stops me from seeing it. I get up early hoping to be productive, yet that's the very thing that feeds my exhaustion, rendering me useless. I travel far and wide in search of something. Love, connection, excitement, adventure, but I always end up in the same place. At the end of the day, at the end of the trip, it's just me. I think I need to turn off. I think I need to rest, but I can't because my mind says, well then how will I support myself? I know I'm appreciated, but that doesn't make me feel safe. I'm an artist and I don't know how to express myself. I'm afraid I'll do it wrong. I've been brainwashed into thinking there's a way I need to say things, that my outcomes are the result of right action. Is that true? I think it's false. I want to love and play, to be so far away with no one for miles, no email, no needs, no disease, just ease. I'm scared that I'm not enough and that I'll never be enough. I don't know. I'm in a cafe right now. I'm supposed to be coming up with action steps for the business, yet here I sit trying to put these feelings to words to try and move it or something. I don't know, I'm just exhausted. How many times have I said that? I don't want to do anything, but I want everything. I want this pain to leave. I want to be at ease. We're all lost and suffering. Some find refuge in pretending they know the answers. Well, let me tell you, I don't. I'm sorry if I convinced you I did. I don't think that's bad, by the way, it's just the human condition. Most people don't even consider such things, or maybe they do. I don't actually know. I'm not everyone. As a side note, do you know how sick I am of searching your name online? I'm well aware that I could just stop. It's been years since we spoke after all, but I'm human. We're still friends on Facebook, at least.
To be a human is to fight reality and lose every time. It's taking a few minutes to chill because you're cranky and you might say some things that you'll regret later. To be human is to have everything going right for you, but still not feel okay. It's to be really fucking angry at life just cause. It's to roam free without a care in the world. And then the next thing you remember the world and all of your cares come back. It's to chase something that you just can't seem to catch up to. It's to grieve something that never even was, and in the first place. To be human is to be perpetually confused. And to be human is to just forget about taking a break and just saying the thing that you do end up regretting later.
And that reminds me, I'm sorry about everything. I know I've said it before in words, in song, and film. I'm sure we're both a bit sick of it at this stage. Trying to figure out, was that you on my webpage or someone else who happens to live in the same place? Turns out we have a mutual friend, by the way. It's funny, my problems seem so silly. And maybe they are. I'm not one to judge. Just kidding. I am, and I do. Having said that, I try not to insult things because more often than not, I come around to them eventually. I've found that there's usually a pretty good reason people do stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. I might not agree with it, but maybe I will later. So that hurts my ego, but that's just life. Take running as an example. I used to think that was stupid. I still kind of do, but whatever. We hide beneath the statistics, accolades, and whatever else, yet we're still afraid to say hey to the person in the cafe because it's not the done thing and the fear of rejection is triumphant over the possibility of connection. Shadows are fascinating. They move exactly like their physical counterpart. Only the shadow is cold, dark, bland. Yet, without light, the shadow fails to be, and so too does its origin. One could be seen as more beautiful than the other, but I guess that's up to you or me to decide. How do I wrap this up? I just want to be free from stats and algorithms. I want to sever the tie between my self-worth and the engagement on my socials. The amount in my accounts, the size of my drive, the walls that contain me, the thoughts that constrain me. I feel lost even though I know exactly what I want. I want love, connection, safety, belonging. I just don't know that they're in the places I've been looking.